finally made it. My frame rate tanks. 19, 20,
Hey, kiddo. How's it
60.
going? Well, the presses are getting overloaded. That motor is going to go soon if we don't replace it.
You've been saying that for weeks and the little girl still keeps cranking. Stop worrying so much. I gotta head into the office. You start whistling if you see any angry politicians coming our way.
Why? Is something wrong? Piper? Everyone who's anyone reads public occurrences.
Paper puts on quite a show, huh?
What do you mean by that?
Well, folks are already plenty scared of the Institute, but that doesn't stop the paper from talking about them every chance they get. Anyway, don't let it get to you. Life here is still a hell of a lot safer than out there in the Commonwealth.
What's the Institute?
Ever heard of the boogeyman? A shadowy monster that takes people in the night? Well, that's the Institute. But they're just a fact of life around here. Someone gets taken by the Institute or gets killed by a raider. Which is worse.
That could be where
At
Sean's
least
gone.
inside these walls, you don't have to worry about the raider. So what brings you to the Great Green Jewel?
I'm looking around for something.
Aren't we all, son? But I'm guessing you're looking for something more specific?
Who would I talk to about finding a missing person?
I'm afraid missing people don't get found in Diamond City. God seems to have turned a blind eye to them. And with all the fear of the Institute in people's hearts, they've turned a blind eye as well.
I'm lost, Pastor. I need help. Please.
Well, I don't want to get your hopes up, but there is someone who might be able to help. Nick Valentine. He's a detective. Saved a lot of lives over the years, but so many more stay missing. And trouble has a habit of sticking to him.
Nick Valentine, huh? What's his story?
You know the story of the Good Samaritan? Helps a man, even though he has no reason to? Well, I suppose you could say that Nick Valentine is living that parable out.
Thanks. I'll go talk to him.
Take care of yourself now.
So that way to the mayor's. That chick went that way. Let's go find out what Piper wants. Then I'll go find that Valentine guy.
Glad you dropped by. You holding up, Blue?
Why are you calling me that?
'Cause you're a vault dweller? I know you're not wearing the blue jumpsuit right now, but the Pip-Boy and the fish out of water look, dead giveaways. So here's the deal. I want an interview. Your life story in print. I think it's time Diamond City had a little outside perspective on the Commonwealth. You do that, and I'll tell you what. I'll come with you. Watch your back while you get used to the world above ground.
I don't want her
What
with
kind of interview is this gonna be?
I ask you who you are, get your opinion on life out there, and maybe load up a few tough questions and keep it interesting. What do you say?
Sure.
All right, Piper. I'm in.
Good. Let's get down to business. So, I know you're from a vault. How would you describe your time on the inside?
My family and I were frozen. I didn't spend much time in the vault.
Wait, they boxed you up in a fridge? The whole time? Are you saying you were alive before the war?
Yes. I'm over 200 years old.
Oh my god. The man out of time. So, you've seen the Commonwealth, Diamond City. How does it compare to your old life?
Honestly, seeing everyone surviving out here, rebuilding the world, it gives me hope.
That's surprisingly inspired, Blue. We're definitely quoting that. Now, I already know you're looking for your son, Sean. Do you suspect the Institute was involved in his kidnapping?
I don't know.
No one ever does. That's what makes them so scary. For the last part of our interview, I'd like to do something different. I want you to make a statement to Diamond City directly. The threat of kidnapping is all but ignored in the Commonwealth. Everyone wants to pretend it just doesn't happen. What would you say to someone out there who's lost a loved one but might be too scared or too numb to the world to look for them?
Holy cow.
You can only take it one day at a time. Just keep going. That's all anyone can do.
We're all just doing what we have to, huh? I think my readers can relate to that. That's everything. It's gonna take some time to put this all together, but I think your story is gonna give Diamond City plenty to talk about. Anyway, I agreed to come with you, right? Watch your back. Just say the word when you're ready. I can't wait to see where this story goes next.
I think you can just stay here. Alright, now I'm failing in a lot of conversations. Armor pick would be nice. Should have put some stuff into charisma. Not lowering my intelligence. Sorry. Bloody mess. Really don't know what I should grab now. I really don't know which one of these to grab. See, I could gain more accesses to locked stuff. I can make more advanced weapon rods. Oh, gotta get level 13 first. Hmm. I'll take it. So, let's see.
That's in better shape than I expected. Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is offer.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Noodles. We all eat them. We all love them. And Diamond City's Power Noodles has supplied this sustenance for the past 15 years. From the stilted mechanical cadence of Takahashi's programmed Japanese to the fragrant steam that wafts from each bowl, to the scalding tang of each delicious mouthful, the ordering and eating of noodles is but one of many shared human experiences. Or is it? I was struck by this very question as I sat at the counter of Power Noodles last Wednesday night just after 5 p.m. enjoying a dinner I had so many times before. That's when I noticed our very own Mayor McDonough sidle up to the stool and engage in the very same ritual. Right hand extending, mouth opening, teeth chewing, yes, eating noodles, the shared experience of almost every Diamond City resident. So it must have also seemed to the residents of Diamond City nearly 60 years ago on an uncharacteristically warm May evening in 2229 as they sat around this very same counter, but that was before the days of the Takahashi and his noodles. When the bar served not noodles but ice-cold Nuka-Colas, frothy beers, and stiff shots of whiskey. The barman's name was Henry, and that night he facilitated the shared human experience of drinking, smoking, talking, and laughing. That is, until tragedy struck. There aren't many among us who are even old enough to remember that evening, although some of the city's ghoul residents certainly could have, had they not been forcibly removed thanks to Mayor McDonough's anti-ghoul decree of 2282. But there is one person among us who does remember distinctly the events of that evening. Respected matriarch Eustace Hawthorne, who recounted her story in a public occurrences exclusive interview. Well, I was there all right, sitting right at the bar, sure as you're sitting in front of me now. 22 years old or so, and just looking to have a good time. I was safe behind the wall. We all were. So what was the harm? Let me tell you, that Mr. Carter made it easy. He came into the town early that day, said he was from out west somewhere. Didn't really matter. What did matter was his smile and his laugh and the way he'd make everyone feel at ease. That night at the bar, we all just sort of crowded around him. Everyone wanted to exchange a word or hear about the state of the Commonwealth. And Mr. Carter, he was all too happy to oblige. It was just so wonderful until it wasn't. Eustace continued her account of that evening, and the moment when things turned sinister and the truth about Mr. Carter was revealed. We'd been drinking and carrying on. Must have been 3 hours. Mr. Carter had 4 or 5 drinks in that time. He seemed a bit drunk, I guess, like the rest of us. Then something just sort of happened. He was smiling, but the smile sort of went from his face all in an instant, and then his cheeks started twitching. Kind of funny. And I remember watching him clear as if it happened just yesterday. He reached inside his coat, took out a revolver, and then blam, he shot Henry, the barman, right in the head. Didn't hesitate, didn't show any emotion. Mr. Carter killed Henry as casually as if we were paying him for a drink. But his cheek never did stop twitching. Let me tell you, all hell broke loose after that. What Eustace is describing is, of course, is the infamous event known as the Broken Mask, when the people of the Commonwealth learned for the first time that the Institute, the shadowy scientific organization responsible for the creation of combat androids, had actually succeeded in creating a model so advanced it could effortlessly infiltrate human society. Unbeknownst to the people of Diamond City, the Institute had somehow evolved their androids into true synthetic humans, synths. After he shot Henry, that Mr. Carter shot 3 or 4 other people too. Like I said, all hell broke loose. The guards came running, they opened fire at Mr. Carter, kept shooting and throwing people around left and right. Finally, those guards put him down. It seemed like they had killed a man who had flipped his lid, gone crazy. And he lay there like a dead crazy man. Sure enough, God, it was horrible. But then we saw the plastic and the metal. This is one of them early synths, you see, and we realized it wasn't a man at all. It was then we all knew. The Institute wasn't just out there. The Institute was everywhere now, among us. It was never determined precisely why the synth known as Mr. Carter went on his killing spree. Some suggested he had somehow been remotely controlled by the Institute, who wanted to test his combat effectiveness. Still others felt he had simply malfunctioned. A hypothesis supported by the twitching cheek, and was never meant to kill anyone, but at that time, the why hardly seemed important. What mattered was that the humans of the Commonwealth had been truly infiltrated by an organization whose intentions and motives were, and still are, a complete mystery, using a model of synth even less advanced than the ones the Institute had in service today. Which brings us to the noodles, specifically, the noodles consumed by Mayor McDonough. Last Wednesday night, in the same spot that Mr. Carter the synth went haywire and mercilessly killed several people. After spending hours sharing an experience the people of Diamond City assumed was reserved for members of the human race. They were wrong. Are we? It's very interesting. Wonder if you can make fusion cores. Yeah, that's going to be a topic on my head for a while. Alright, anyway, so let's go find this Valentine guy. See if we can't get this story moving forward a little bit more.
Anyone is one
wow,
of those
you're
things.
tall.
It's that secretary
hi.
of his. Her and her perfect hair.
The mayor's secretary. Come on, Ma. I cut her hair myself, and I know human hair.
That's just it, Johnny. You wouldn't be able to tell the difference. If you nicked McDonough with your razor, he'd bleed. Don't mean nothing.
If you're looking for a haircut, the salon's open in the morning.
Well, hello there. Another one of the poor and stupid have died.
I hear there's a bar in the old theater district that's for raiders only. The combat zone. I'd stay clear if I was you.
Feed the train! We're always open!
Let's see. Valentine. Something tells me it's not in that direction. Detective.
Sometimes you gotta wonder, does anyone fight back? Institute has to have enemies, right?
What? You mean the railroad? That's a fairy tale, man. They don't exist.
Nah, I heard from my
Shoot
cousin.
people in sir?
He knows a
My
guy
dad
that
says
works
outside to
for
shoot
him.
people.
They got a code phrase and everything.
Diamond City serve buses.
The Freedom Trail.
The hell is that supposed to mean? You're full of it, and that kind of talk is gonna get you snatched up by the scents.
Told you your luck wouldn't last forever. His ties. Oh,
Something wrong?
another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
I know you must be busy, but I won't take much of your time, miss. It's important.
You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude, but it's just... the detective... he's gone missing.
Oh, great.
Do you have any idea how I could find him?
He disappeared working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
Who's this Skinny Malone character?
I don't know much about him, but he's from Good Neighbor, and that means he's in the well-pressed suits and machine gun school of thuggery.
You said Malone's from Good Neighbor?
Yeah, it's a tough neighborhood. Northeast a ways. People with power there care about two things: style and body count.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
All right. Of course, I'm not going to be able to get anything out of here. All right. Right there. All right, so take a look at the map. Way out there. Oh, that's what the right click does.
Don't move, Synth. What have you done with the real Riley? Where's my brother?
I swear, I'm not a synth. Don't shoot, for God's sakes, we're family!
Put the gun down, now!
He's a synth! He'll kill us all!
Kyle, no!
Okay, show's over. There are no synths in Diamond
pulled a
City,
gun on
hear me? Just you folks
own
and your
brother.
damn paranoia.
What happened?
I'm not a synth. I told him. I kept telling him. Why didn't he listen to me? I need a minute.
Hey.
My God. Kyle.
Well, you lose your stuff, dude.
Officer?
I need you to step away, Scabber. What's everyone still standing around for? Go back to your own damn business.
Excuse me.
Jesus. I can't.
Okay. Let's go then. Find this Valentine guy. Alright, so which direction do I want to go? Don't really have anywhere to sleep, so I'm going to be doing this in the night. That reminds me. Coast Guard hat doesn't really do much for me. Excuse me. Actually, I should go sell off some of this stuff.
Hey, you were in the paper, right? You're 200 years old? Looking pretty good for your age, huh?
You know what you're looking for? We are. Everyone else may be closed, but Diamond City Surplus is open 24 hours a day.
Let's see what you got.
Oh, goody. Ooh. I didn't realize I picked that up. Apparently I'm selling too much. Let's see. Why didn't I leave those behind? Oh well.
damage is 37. Yeah, not as good as mine. Sub-up machine gun. That's what I have right here. Keeping it. Oh, this looks nice. Unfortunately, I cannot afford it right now. Well, I need to buy something. I want to grab as little as possible. Well, no. You know what? Let's just do it. Alright.
No funny business.
Now I'm ready to take off. Well, I do wonder what about that mirror. Well, it's nice to know they have music in the future still.
Not to be rude, but I'm a bit busy here.
Okay, I guess I just took
Head
the
on
wrong
inside.
turn. Oh well. Off we go.
You should get inside the city.
Radio signal found, and then we'll cut out.
Help, or Mayday, or whatever it is one says on a radio. My name is Rex Goodman. I'm being held prisoner on the top of Trinity Tower. I think the super mutants plan on eating me soon. I'm setting this to repeat. Ah, shit! Gotta sign off. One of the super mutants is coming! Help, or Mayday, or whatever it is one...
Well, unfortunately, he's just gonna have to wait. Alright. Off we go.
Nothing there now.
You win!
Oh, great. Mutants.
Wait for that. You hit like a rat.
How did I get into this? Must have gotten a legendary weapon.
Good day to you, stranger. You look like someone that appreciates the utility of a good set of armor.
Sure. I'm always looking for good armor.
My selection is a bit
Uh-huh.
Right in the middle of a gunfight. Okay. Gibbs everywhere. Alright, so everybody here is dead. So wonder why you're out here all alone. Did find that weapon. Lucky pipe revolver pistol. Oh well. We'll go this way still. What was that? Looks like somebody blew it up for me. But who? Jeez, how do you get out of this place? Just want to find this Valentine guy. Trinity Plaza, get away. Trinity Church. That's just a little weird.
Sure you saw something?
Trying to avoid a fight. Yeah. Right. Okay, so. Okay. I know where I am. That's the church. This is the plaza.
So I'm keeping an eye on those mutant freaks over at Trinity, and this guy comes out of nowhere sprinting down the road. I know he must have seen him standing there from way down the street, but he didn't slow down or even duck into one of the alleys.
What the hell? What'd they do to him? The hounds must have ripped him to shreds. By the way, this guy ain't got nothing on him. Like 10 caps and a desk fan? Who carries around a desk fan?
Ah, damn it. Anyway, they didn't do nothing to the guy. I think they were as confused as I was. Get this. The guy was making sounds.
What do you mean? Was he screaming or something?
Not really. It was almost like he was making motorcycle sounds, like he was pretending he was riding one or something. He was even making gear shifting noises and everything.
So what? Did they just let him drive right by?
Yeah, but he didn't just drive by. He reached in his bag, but didn't seem to take anything out. Until he pulled his hand toward his mouth like he was biting something. Then it looked like he threw it into the Trinity lobby.
Huh?
You guys got me stirred up over nothing.
Fuck! What was it? What did he throw?
Nothing. I think he was acting like he threw a grenade at him or something. A second or two later, as he drove his bike down the road, he made a loud boom sound, as if the grenade he had just thrown had exploded.
Are you serious? What a fucking whack job. Whoa, whoa! I think this guy's still moving.
Who's there?
Yeah, I'm not made out for this. Am I just low on health? Did I completely forget to stim up? Yep.
What?
So I'm keeping an eye on those mutant freaks over at Trinity, and this guy comes out of nowhere sprinting down the road. I know he must have seen him standing there from way down the street, but he didn't slow down or even duck into one of the alleys.
What the hell? What'd they do to him? The hounds must have ripped him to shreds. By the way, this guy ain't got nothing on him. Like 10 caps and a desk fan? Who carries around a desk fan?
Ah, damn it. Anyway, they didn't do nothing to the guy. I think they were as confused as I was. Get this. The guy was making sounds.
What do you mean? Was he screaming or something?
Not really. It was almost like he was making motorcycle sounds, like he was pretending he was riding one or something. He was even making gear shifting noises and everything.
So what? Did they just let him drive right by?
Yeah, but he didn't just drive by. He reached in his bag, but didn't seem to take anything out. Until he pulled his hand toward his mouth like he was biting something. Then it looked like he threw it into the Trinity lobby.
What the fuck?
This is
Pack it in,
bad.
boys. There's nothing out there.
Nothing. I think he was acting like he threw a grenade at him or something. A second or two later, as he drove his bike down the road, he made a loud boom sound, as if the grenade he had just thrown had exploded.
Are you serious? What a fucking whack job. Whoa, whoa! I think this guy's still moving.
We're gonna try this. Gotta earn experience somehow. Stand still.
What the?
Nothing.
At least it sure as hell looks that way.
gone crazy. What the? Scared, huh? You should be. No sign of him now. Someone's out there! Everything started sounding like footsteps these days. No need to hide. I'll be over soon. The jet will make you jittery. Guess she was right. Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick. You can trust me. Only a fucking coward, huh? When you turn up, you're dead. Show your face! Come on! I dare you! Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you. Dumbass coward. This isn't anything like training. Shooting at plywood. How's that supposed to get
Chained on the other side.
back. I was having fun.
Fighting is kind of hard. Well, I wanted it as difficult as possible.
I'm about ready to fight.
Just keep your eyes open.
Come on out, come on out.
What the fuck was that? Everything's starting to sound like footsteps these days.
This is bullshit. Come out and fight.
No, it's nothing.
The jet will make you jittery. The hell was that?
Getting shook up over nothing.
Get some, motherfucker!
My arm.
Playing games with me, huh?
No need to hide. It'll all be over soon.
So dead. Disappearing, huh?
Okay.
Come on out. I'll make it, dumbass coward.
I am just going to go on ahead and move on. I'm wasting bullets on these guys anyway. Just have to come back later. Using lots of stim packs too.
all Silver Shroud fans. I got an urgent mission. If you're a true fan, stop by the Memory Den and to talk to Kent Conley. The Silver Shroud needs you.
Galaxy News Radio.
Okay. It's 55. Must be over there somewhere. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits here for a moment. And we'll be back in a moment.